Coming up on Closetista, Dallin Chase designer Jason Cauchi will be here talking to us about his Spring 11 collection and showing some pieces from his Fall 2010 collection that's available for purchase on Closetista. First things first, what I really want to talk about is who you named the collection after. Who's Dallin Chase?
Dallin is my son, and Chase is my middle daughter.
Okay, how old are they?
He's 7 now, and she's 6.
Do they like that it's named after them? Do they wear it? Do they get any input?
Yeah, they're involved, but I think it just depends what kind of mood they're in. But I think they think it's, they kind of grew up with it at this stage in the game, so.
Do they think it's cool?
No. Unfortunately, I think it's cool. My wife thinks it's cool. They think it's sort of like, yeah, we know. You make clothes. Our name's on the clothes. Yeah, it's how it goes.
Does your wife, does she get any input? Any say? Does she wear it?
Yeah, she does. She wears the collection. But no input. I mean, of course, like I like to go home with fabric swatches and things, and I'll be like, what do you guys think? But it's, friendly, casual. It's not like work or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so does she wear the clothes?
Yeah, she loves the jackets. I mean, that's her favorite. I think because she could kind of incorporate it in her everyday kind of lifestyle.
Everything.
Yeah. She also likes the dresses, easy, longer dresses and stuff she likes to wear in the summertime, so. Yeah.
Now, do you manufacture the clothes here in New York?
We do. We manufacture about 25% of the collection in the States. Actually, people I've been working with for the last 10 years with different companies that I work for. So it's long-standing relationships, and then we do a little bit in India and some in China.
Okay, because that's really interesting. Because I know that the garment district, everybody talks about that it's not as thriving as it was, but you're here on 39th Street, so you're really using the area.
Yeah, it was an important choice for us to stay in the garment district.
It was.
Yeah, because the people that I work with on 38th Street, the people that I work with on 39th Street or on 9th Avenue, knowing that I'm just a couple of footsteps away from them, and, if you're sketching and you think of a button, or if you're sketching and, you kind of want to see a color of something, you can kind of just go outside and touch it and see it and have it in your hand. So I think that sort of makes it all very tactile and, keeps it the craft that it is versus being like, that globalization that kind of is taking away from the garment district.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so convenient. You can walk outside and pass. And it gives you inspiration.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of inspiration, tell me about these. Where did you come up with these? Like the sweater?
The sweater started with, it's sort of like, I end up reacting to different things. And we had created this beading, and it was sort of very special, kind of very graphic, and had a lot of personality to it. And I couldn't imagine a girl wearing that, in a dressy way, because it was too special. So I kept on saying, it would be great to wear that with like a chunky sweater or a chunky sweater. And I was like, okay, I have to make a chunky sweater. So
that's the first thing I pictured that with, actually.
Yeah.
Like something really slightly over the top to make it wearable.
Make it,
and more fashionable.
Yeah. And we haven't done a lot of full fashion knits before, so I wanted to incorporate a little bit of the jersey that we use. So we did the inset underneath the arm and down the side panel in jersey. So even though it's chunky and it looks cozy, it feels kind of rustic, there's kind of a little bit of a sleekness when you're wearing it, or at least that's what I've been told. So when it's on, you've got that jersey kind of touching you a little bit. So
okay.
it
feels,
it's not it doesn't feel just like grandpa's sweater. Yeah.
Body conscious. Interesting. Now what about the jackets? I love the shape.
Yeah, we had done, again, sort of reacting to the previous season, we had done a lot of feminine details on the jackets, little ruffles and quilting, and I wanted to sort of exaggerate that kind of, that desire of having something that was feminine and doing it with like a little bit of extra fabric. So we did this kind of oversized shawl collar. So kind of have the edge of the leather, which I think, women enjoy, like to have, but it has that kind of very feminine, pretty kind of neckline that kind of frames your face.
And it's kind of cropped in the back.
Yeah,
I like that.
I always, that's something sort of signature to the Dallin Chase jacket.
It is.
They're all a little bit higher in the back. process of creating a collection it's a huge kind of opportunity to kind of engage other people and ask questions and show them things and get responses and sort of, a lot of time it's not just if you like it or if you don't, but it's like if you don't like it, what is it that you don't like, and sometimes it's an opinion that I think maybe you should like it, so how will I get you to like it,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make it a little bit shorter in the back, or, so.
Now, what do you see? Who do you see wearing these? Do you see like all ages? Because I feel like I would wear either like any of the stuff, but the jackets with like a floral dress and tights and boots, and I could see my mom wearing it with like high black pants and blouse. Like, I feel like it's really wearable for anyone. Is that kind of what you go for?
Yes, I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Because it's a difficult thing. We've got amazing, celebrities and bloggers and editors and stylists and people with very, very strong opinions and style that we can kind of aspire to or look at or, reference for design. But, and I think kind of the expectation for a lot of designers is to kind of have that too, like which is the one person that you're talking to, which one of these people are you talking to? And I've never looked at it that way. I don't think anybody's style is perfect. I don't think, somebody looks great all the time, and, nobody looks bad all the time. So it's just a matter about, for us, I think it's creating something that, could become part of somebody else's wardrobe in different stages, So my sister wears the collection, my wife wears the collection, my mom wears the collection, and I think that ultimately what my...
It doesn't like try too hard. It's fashionable without being overly like trendy and difficult to wear and intimidating.
I used to call it simple. I think that they're like simple things, but effortless or other kind of adjectives kind of maybe make it sound a little bit more
totally simple, but it is easy to wear.
Yeah,
I can see that.
And I want it to be that way.
Beautiful.
But I feel like you said, I think it gives the girl wearing it or the woman wearing it the opportunity to kind of show herself a little bit more, because it's not about looking like somebody else. It's not about that trend item. It's about, wow, this is a great piece and I chose it and look how I'm wearing it.
And wearing differently than someone else.
Yeah, we have girls that'll wear that sweater with a red bra, lace underneath, and leggings, and I'm like, wow, that's not how I saw it. But it's hers. It's hers. It's, I mean, like, I get it to this stage, and then it's up to the girls to come to Dallin Chase to make it their own. And I find that to be the most kind of exciting part of what we get to do.
Yeah, that has to be the best part, to see how people take the creations and make them their own.
Definitely.
So now, where are they sold?
Well, fortunately, we're selling all over the world, but I mean, in terms of the States, Shop is a great supporter. They've actually picked up the collection the first season and have continued to kind of nurture us and work with us, and have watched the collection evolve from just being dresses to leather and fur and all the other things that we've been including. Beckley LA, P45, great specialty boutiques across the country. So yeah, it feels good to know that different regions are responding to the collection.
Yeah, and it's not just a New York thing or just an LA thing. It's all over.
Yeah, and we're using silk, and the prints are our own prints, and we take a lot of care in developing fabrics, and lots of our cottons and things are washed. Everything is washed or treated in a way to kind of create that Dallin Chase feel to it. So
well, because it's not overly trendy, you're going to have it for a long time.
I hope so.
That's good.
Yeah. Part of why we go out of our way to kind of develop our own fabrics or kind of research new techniques in terms of embroideries and beadings. I had the opportunity, which was terrific, to kind of go to Europe and go to PV and fabric markets and things and see what the collective kind of was showing. And it's sort of the same thing that happens in any kind of market we go to. You go to Fashion Week and you kind of pull out what the trends are. You kind of go to PV and you pull out what the trends are. And after visiting India and having a chance to kind of go into markets and kind of, show them something and them develop it for me and, kind of create that way, it sort of felt a little bit more natural, a little bit more at ease. And in launching my own collection with my name on it and so forth, I felt like that would be a great opportunity for us and, kind of clean slate. So I like that, being able to travel there.
So is traveling inspiration for you? Is that part of? Are you still traveling?
Yeah. Next trip is coming up soon. Yeah, I mean, yes, traveling. I think it's how you see things. Like, I mean, growing up in New York City, nothing is very exotic, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like
So you grew up here?
Yeah, I grew up in the city, so you kind of meet people from all over the world all the time, and you see people looking different ways and stuff. So I have a bad habit traveling and I'm in different places, I'm always trying to connect. Oh, that's what they do there, and that's what they do there, and I try to put those pieces together, and then try to take the similarities and put two different things